Okay, so we wanted to just talk a little bit about handling strong emotions or expressions that might feel overwhelming while you're listening. Because we think it's really important to recognise that strong emotions don't represent risk. We think a lot about risk in our culture, in our country, but just listening is taking the view that when someone is expressing a strong emotion or a feeling or a powerful story, it's a greater invitation to just listen and be with that person's story, not seeking to write something or engage in that fix-it reflex that we've been talking about in our culture, but really to just say, wow, this person's trying to articulate something. How can I listen in a more just way?
Yeah. And I think that reflex that we have to fix it kind of negates the person's skillful ability to actually navigate their emotions, navigate the story, navigate their own inner experience. And I think that we're only hearing this story momentarily, but they've carried this for a long time.
Yeah.
And they've navigated and managed their internal experience around this story for a long time. So I think that, it is really important for us to just be able to know we've created some safety for this person to bring the big emotion. That's a gift to them, and it's a gift to us that they're giving us that. And we can be really, just know that that's okay and it's safe. It doesn't mean, alarm bells have to go off and we have to make it different.
Yeah. And I like that idea about how we've sort of facilitated somewhere that's safe so people can express those emotions, because that's about honouring that person, honouring their story, honouring their resources and skills. Yeah. So we may have been part of facilitating the creation of safety, but the person must inherently know and recognise safety when they see it. So rather than saying, oh, I feel uncomfortable, I say, oh, great, we've done something between us that's allowed strong feelings to come up.
Yeah.
And I suppose just on that then, I'm thinking about an urge to kind of not just fix it, but maybe an urge to kind of say, oh, what do we need to do to help this person move forward? Do we need to refer them? Do we need to advise them? And just listening isn't about that, right? It's about saying that in this moment we have a shared experience, and that's that Rogerian idea that when I am me and you are you, authentically, that's where the opportunity for new experience comes.
And that's right. And I think that can be lost in the way our current culture looks at how we experience things. We think that there has to be some intervention, but actually it's in the human connection that change happens.
Yeah. So when we think about strong emotions, what we're saying, I think, is that we're seeing them as a real opportunity to know that there's value.
Yes, that's where change comes. When I'm being all I am in all my messiness and I think Roger says complexity, and you are able to be with that, I have a different experience of myself, and that's a powerful thing. Yeah,
so we don't need to, in those moments, Steph, worry about risk.
No.
And we don't need to frighten ourselves by the overwhelm that we might have.
No, exactly.
Because what we're saying is there is some value in that moment.
That's right.
So handling strong emotions in just listening, I guess the message I want to give is that when we see people telling powerful stories, we are just listening. We've created the space together for that to happen.